Hello and welcome to another episode of Lawman Adventures. Well, today I'm going to show you my truck build. So, those of you been watching my channel for a while, you know I had that soft topper, and last year I got this high topper. So I'm going to show you my build on the inside. Okay, let's take a look. So when I had this topper put in, I went in and had them put a bed rug in, and that provides a pretty good amount of insulation. This is what I'm going to tell you is a must. So under this rug, I'd bought some mats, and these mats, they just interlock together, and you can get them at Academy Sports or something like that. I think they're for like working out and stuff. Anyway, it's got some cushion to it. So anyway, I put that all the way across, and then put this rug on top of it, and that saves your knees. So you get in there and you put your knees down, it's not going to hurt. So that, to me, that is a must have. Tailgate does not have the cushion under it, so I've got this little pad here to save my knees when I get in. Okay, now here on the inside, we'll start with the curtains. My wife, she had made this. She put these little rods up, and they screw. We undid some of the screws on top here, and then put these little mounts in for the rods. And then you got these little stopper things that hold them up. I think you can get them off of Amazon. And then some dark out curtains. And we did that just all the way around. These lights, it's not much to it. They're just there for temporary, and I got them off of Amazon. I've got a little small jackery, and I'll plug them into that small jackery to light them up. But as you can see, I'm on my knees, and then so much more headroom. So when that bed is in here, I've got a lot more. I can sit up on my bed. I don't have to really bend over. So that makes it really nice. That soft topper, you haven't been way over, you couldn't stand up, and then if I want to put on my pants or something like that, I'd have to lay on the floor. So this way I can just sit on the bed and do it. So that makes a huge difference. Now you can see here what I was talking about on that other curtain, where we just kind of unscrewed that and put these brackets in there and screwed it back in, and then made for the curtains. We cleaned all this out because I had to do some hauling. That's one thing that made it. My rig is temporary, and if we have to haul something like last weekend we had to haul a washing machine, so I took everything out, and also gives an opportunity to clean it. So I can still use it as a truck if I need to. That's the reason I don't have permanent stuff in here. And I'm going to get ready, and then we're going to start pulling stuff out and putting it back in here. And then I'm going to set up a camera, and you can watch as we put it back in to see how I do have things stored and set up. So we'll see you back when that happens. One more thing before we start putting stuff back in here. I want to show you the locks on this camper shell. You can lock them from the outside, but you can't from the inside, and they have that little latch. So I put these chains in here, and I got them on either side, and then I can shut. So I can shut the door, and then I can, before I latch that down, just take it and hook that, and then go down with it. Now if they're outside, they can turn it, but then they can only go that far with it, so they're not going to get in. So, for for safety and all that, I'd recommend putting those on there in case you're out in the wilderness or something. Somebody comes up on you and tries to get in the rig with you. I figure if they try, at least I have enough time to get to my weapon if I have to use it. So let's hope it doesn't ever have to happen. But if it does, I'm prepared. We got the bed on Amazon, and to modify it, we had to take the one side out. So we had to do it so it fit with that 2x4, and then right here, we just didn't put that part of the frame on it, and that's how we made it fit into this truck. Okay, and then for the rest of it, we put totes under the bed, and my first tote that I usually go in is one that I access the least. And it's just got different stuff in here. Got more cords and wire, and I've got some clamps, more cordage, hatchet, saw, an axe, and tarp, and just a few other things. Like I said, things I don't access just a whole lot. So that way I don't have to dig it out all the time. So that's the first one to go in. All right, next I have my portable toilet. Use bags. I've never had to use it, but I keep it in here just in case there's an emergency. All right, next is my emergency supplies, like dry food, canned food. Next will be my folding rocking chair that you see in most of my videos. Okay, and then towards the end will be my cookware, so I can get to it real easily through the back. Next will be my stove. Which I can just put it on top of my chair. Then I have a first aid kit, which I highly recommend, and then a sink for when I wash dishes. This thing pops out and has a drain in the bottom. Next, I always keep a fire extinguisher under my bed on hand, and then a small vacuum cleaner. And that spot right there I keep open because that's where I put my small that spot I just showed you is where I put my small jackery. I keep that there. Then I have my poles. If I ever decide to put up my tarp, I keep my poles right here. I also keep a small table that I can put this together if I need to. Then I do also, in the back corner, I keep my dresser drawers, and I just have stuff in it that I need to get to pretty quick. This top shelf, I just have my gloves for the fire, a couple extra lights, toilet paper, knife, garbage bag. Next one, I have more lights, bug repellent. That's for the toilet. hand sanitizer. These are the lights, and then I have a smoke slash carbon monoxide detector. And then in the bottom I keep my cords for electric hookups and a few other things. And this goes in my back corner, and I use a bungee to secure it. And that's pretty much it. That's my setup. Maybe I carry a few other things, another table, fan or something like that, but I just can't take them as I need them. Well, hope you enjoyed it. Hope this helps you figure out gives you some ideas to fixing your truck bed up if you decide to do so. And until next time, Mr. Lawman signing off.
Dust on my boots, dry air in my throat, chasing the sun where the mountains flow. Truck's got a growl that don't ever lie, 2 wheels behind, ready to fly. Lawman adventures on the road so wild, steel and fire when the earth gets riled. Truck and motorcycle side by side, freedom for long, the open skies.